If they're doing the same thing as every single other real estate agent, they don't deserve to be worked with. Sorry, it's just true. So we have developed a completely different system. And I know this sounds cliche because that's literally what every real estate agent says. What I'll tell you to be true, though, and I'm going to give you two examples, and these both have happened in the last 4 weeks. Example number one, we had a property that we took on that had been on market already for over 3 months, and traffic had slowed way down. It was only getting like a showing or something a week before we did this. And it was in the middle of winter, snow was on the ground. I mean, there was a lot working against us for this. We took and we threw a super targeted, proactive marketing strategy. Again, outside the MLS. I'm not talking about what literally every single other real estate agent does, throws photos in the MLS and hopes that, the right buyer finds them and makes an offer. That's what got this other property into the problem that they had where they were on market for 3 months. They actually had 2 offers, but both of them fell out because the buyers weren't serious. We took that property, we had a super proactive strategy, targeted marketing effort, an overwhelming number of eyeballs on that property. We ended up getting over 83,000 sets of eyeballs. Again, completely outside of the MLS. Outside of the MLS, not including Zillow, Realtor. Actually, this is more views than Zillow, Realtor.com, Homes.com, Redfin combined. We did this over the course of 10 days, got more than 83,000 sets of eyeballs on that property, increased showings by 700%, and we ended up landing 2 offers, one of which was over list price and waived their home inspection. Again, this property had been on market for more than 3 months already. And so that was example number one, where using this proactive strategy, it's very specific, it's case by case, how we target our likely buyers. Each property, we come up with a different strategy for every one, but it's very effective. Example number 2, we did this exact same thing the home was only about 7 or 8 years old, but we ended up having an overwhelming number of eyeballs on that property. Here's the thing, just like with that property and the other example I gave, when you get lots of views drive showings. Showings drive demand. Demand is what drives your offer. And so when you get an overwhelming number of views, that can solve a whole lot of problems, to include price in some instances. So in this example, we ended up selling the home for more than 10% above the next closest sale. This is another one where we set the record in the neighborhood. Their actual neighbor's house sold, same size house, same street, it was on a cul-de-sac, all the same, sold for less than 10% below what we sold this house for. So again, same location, same size, same street, everything else was much the same, except our clients ended up selling for more than 10% above what the neighbor sold for. That's not by mistake. That's by design. That's because that is the exact difference between putting photos in the MLS, hoping for the best, hoping buyers will find you, and just taking whatever comes along, versus having a targeted strategy that proactively goes after folks before maybe they're even realize that they're interested in that specific location, that house, anything like that. You use marketing the same way all of the other Fortune 500 companies use it, and they put it in front of the eyeballs of their likely consumers, trying to draw them in and make them attracted to whatever product that they're selling, in this case, houses. And so there's a way to do this, guys. If you're looking for a strategy that is outside the norm, what most agents by and large are doing the exact same thing. It's frustrating for me as somebody in the industry. They're doing the exact same thing from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. They put different labels on it, spin it a different way, but at the end of the day, the strategy is identical. They take pretty pictures, put them in the MLS, cross their fingers, hope for the best. That's why the results are all the exact same. If you actually want a different approach, I'd love to show you exactly how we do it. The process is the same, but the strategy is different. Depending on the price point, depending on the location, the strategy is going to look different, but the process is the same no matter the price point. This is a tried and true process. We do it over and over and over, and it's not a mistake. that a house that sat on market for 90 days, for over 3 months, we took and got 2 offers on it over list price. It's not a mistake that the clients within 4 weeks later, different set of clients, they're selling for more than 10% what their very next door neighbor sold for. This is not a mistake. It's actually done by design, and I'd love to show you exactly what that design looks like.